Okay, let's try something different.
Hi, and thanks for tuning in to Dollars and Cents Online. My name is Ashley, and today we'll be talking about another transcription website titled Scribie. Someone requested that I do a video on this. Now, Scribie, I have used it before when I was finding out all about the transcription websites, but I don't care for it, so I don't have much experience on here. Well, I won't say much experience, but to me, the audio quality on this website is probably the worst out of all of the transcription companies that I have given you all a review on, which is the reason why I don't spend a lot of time on here. So I don't feel like it's steady work on here. But this is an audio and video transcription website. It says it's starting at 60 cents per transcription minute, and upload files is for people that need something transcribed. Well, see, this is 60 cents a minute is what they're saying they're going to charge the person who needs the transcription done. All of this information applies to people who need it done. So this is not really useful to us. I'm just going on the home page, going down it to see if there's anything that we need to know. And there isn't until you get to here. It says join Scribie as a transcriber. Submit application, take the online test, earn per audio hour. So if you click on apply now for transcription test, it will take you to this page where they have the introduction that you can read, guidelines, sample terms, FAQ, practice, and then apply. So an overview, it's a home-based job, of course. You can make, it says $5 to $20 per audio hour. It's short files on here, which puts me in the mindset of transcribeme.com, the other video that I did for you all. So it's only short files on here. It says 6 minutes or less. It says you can dictate instead of typing and save yourself around 60% of effort. That may be a new feature. I haven't noticed that when I used to go on here and see what they had available. I didn't notice a dictation portion of the website. It says you can promote from reviewer to self-reviewer to proofreader to QC based on your performance. And you can get a monthly bonus of $5 for every 3 hours completed. I'm not sure if that was on here when I first joined either. I think it was though. But with all of them being below 6 minutes, what did it say? Yeah, 6 minutes. It can take you some time to get 3 hours because the work isn't steady enough. And like I say, the audio quality is not good enough either for you to be able to get just steady work like that. But you don't have a minimum amount of transcription that you have to do in order to stay on the website or anything. You choose how much you want to work and when you want to work and what you want to work on. Going down further, so in order to become a transcriptionist on Scribie, you need to have good comprehension of English. You need to have a verified PayPal account. So it needs to be linked to a bank account or credit card. You need a laptop or a desktop computer and an internet connection. It would be nice to have some headphones or a headset because it allows you to be able to hear things that you may not be able to hear or understand just from hearing it through your laptop or desktop speakers, which we've talked about that before. And you need to have the latest version of Firefox, Chrome, or Safari's web browser in order to be able to perform work on Scribie. And it goes into more detail about what a verified PayPal account is and how you can get that. Then it goes over the transcription process. So it says they split the files up because, of course, the files are longer than 6 minutes. So they split them up into 6 minutes or less. And then you have that raw transcription that you perform as the transcriber, and then they'll review it. So I believe that's called the QC team or something like that. Proofread it, quality check, all of that is part of the QC process, I believe. Quality check is what QC stands for. And then, of course, they'll give it back to you, and you'll be able to see everything that you didn't do correctly and how you got this rating or score and how they determined if you got paid or not. So if you want a little bit more detail on these different categories, feel free to get on to here and follow the steps that I have taken to get to this page and read it for yourself. says we pay by audio hour and not the actual time spent working on it. This is just like any other transcription website. The payment for a 6-minute file therefore can vary from 50 cents to $2. Okay, so there's a difference between a transcription hour or audio minute and a regular minute. The earnings are credited to your Scribie.com account once your submission is reviewed and it accumulates there. It can be withdrawn to your PayPal account at any time. You have to submit a withdrawal request for that. There is no minimum withdrawal limit. So however much you have, you can withdraw it at any time. The funds will be sent to your PayPal account in 1 business day. There are no application fees or any other charges to be on Scribie. Now, they say they pay a monthly bonus of $5 for every 3 hours completed each month. Okay, the bonus is paid at the first day of each calendar month, and it includes all submissions which have been credited in the previous calendar month. Okay, 3 hours each month equates to around 1 6-minute file each day. So, a month is 30 days, so 30 files, 1 per day, 6 minutes long. Therefore, if you submit 6 minutes of raw transcriptions or reviews each day, your monthly earnings will be $40, including the bonus payment. There is no restriction on the number of files you can submit each day. So you can submit more than that 1 6-minute file or whatever. You can submit a total of 30 minutes each day if you want to. Therefore, the bonus amount depends solely on your ability. Also, since the transcription and review files are always 6 minutes or shorter, you can select files whenever you have spare time. Now, the certification process, these are the steps for it. Apply, confirm your email, wait for an invite, create your account, submit a test file, and then once you pass the test, you become certified and you can go ahead and transcribe for Scribie. After you're certified, you can log in to Scribie with your email address and your password and select any file that is available to work on. They're on a first come, first served basis and assigned to the first person who selects them. So you can select as many files as you want, but you can have only one assignment at a time. Okay, they need to be submitted within 2 hours with one allowed extension for an hour. You may also cancel your assignment. There are no penalties for canceling or for timing out, not getting it done quick enough. Once it is reviewed, you will be credited the amount that you were to earn from doing that file. Each file has a review by dates, and the review will be completed on or before that date. The earnings keep accumulating on your account until you submit a withdrawal request to transfer the earnings to your PayPal account. All withdrawal requests are processed within 1 business day. There are no minimum limits on withdrawals. Once again, however, a fee of 2% is charged if the amount is less than $30. I think that's actually Scribie's penalty and not PayPal. Yeah, because PayPal doesn't care how much the value is. And also it says that they have a badge pretty much that you can put on your blog or website showing that you work for Scribie, and it'll show your work experience and your performance history so it can serve as a reference for you. Now, every file that you transcribe, you're going to accumulate a grade. They have a grading system to track your performance. So the grades range from an A plus, which is a 5, and it goes all the way down to a D, which is a 1, which is saying that your performance on here has been poor. And so this is calculated by your word error rates of the submission. So you type the wrong word, you miss words and all of that, it can bring your grade down. And this grade helps to determine if you'll be promoted or if you'll be demoted. And you can be promoted to a reviewer after only 1 audio hour of raw transcript submissions have been reviewed and your average grade is above 3.25. So now as a reviewer, you can review raw transcripts submitted by other transcribers. Okay, so now you're becoming the person who's grading them. Then you can also be promoted after you've been a reviewer to a self-reviewer once 10 review submissions have been verified and your average grade maintained above 3.25. Now as a self-reviewer, you can select a raw transcript assignment, submit it, select the same file for review, and submit the reviewed file. Okay, so you can review your own work. Self-reviewing effectively doubles your payment rate as you are paid twice for the same file. Now, if your grade falls below 3, you will not be able to select any files. However, your account will remain active and you can still accrue referral and affiliate commissions, if any. but you will not be able to transcribe anymore. Further, if you are able to improve your average grade after self-reviews have been enabled, you may also be promoted to a proofreader. Proofreading files are generally longer, and the payment depends on the duration, accents, difficulty level, etc. Then they also offer contract positions for proofreading where a fixed monthly salary is paid. And if you feel like you have received a grade and it's not correctly calculated, then you can also dispute the grade. The disputes are anonymous and their final decision is binding. Now, once again, the amount of money that you make on Scribie is all dependent upon you, just like any of the other transcription websites. However much you can get done within a certain amount of time, how accurate you are, that all comes into play when it comes to your earnings. So they're saying on an average case, if you spend 8 hours each day, 6 days a week on Scribie, that you can get these earnings. If you're only transcribing, you can get $200 to $300 a month. If you're transcribing and you're reviewing, $300 to $500. If you're transcribing, reviewing, and proofreading, $500 to $700 a month. And if you're doing all three of those, plus you're part of quality control, $700 to $1,000 a month. If you spend lesser time, then your earnings will be lower, of course. But please keep in mind that these are only estimates. They want to say that, although they want to say that they're conservative estimates, so the average case, but it may not be for you. So don't be alarmed if it's not. Then you just find out this is not for you, or if it is, you find out that it's great for you. It varies from person to person, but you can go ahead and apply. And the first thing that they want you to do is to go ahead and log into your PayPal account so they can check that your PayPal is a verified PayPal account. So you would go ahead and click log in with PayPal and perform that. Now, guidelines, this is how short their guidelines are. They probably have one of the simplest guidelines of the transcriptionist websites. If it wasn't for the audio quality, this would be a great website. Then they have a sample here where you can listen to a transcription and see how somebody transcribed it. And this is a raw transcript, and they tell you some things to keep in mind while you're doing the raw transcript.
Hello? Hello? Yes, Rajiv, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, this is Austin from Taipei, Taiwan.
Hi, Austin. How are you?
Yeah, fine. It's okay. So today, Rajiv, could you first introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. I'm a telecom professional here. I graduated sometime in 1999, and after that I worked for some various companies out here. So my last company that I worked for was Lucid, and then after that I started off on my own. And for the past 2 years I've been trying to do this Setna Wireless thing. As part of Setna Wireless, we released Callgraph.
Okay, so that's about a minute or so of the audio. As you can see, he has an accent, and it can be heavy at times. Like when he said the Sedno Wireless. If you don't know this company, you probably won't be able to understand that or what he said, or the Callgraph part either. But now this, I heard him say, well, I'm a telecom professional here. So, but they apparently didn't understand that, so they put that line there, because if it's an inaudible part, you mark it with a blank. So they'll try to fill it out when they do the review process. But this is a sample of what you'll get. But let me tell you, now that quality was not great, as you can see, but the majority of what they have on Scribie is even lower quality, like much lower, which is why I don't work with them very much. And you can see the terms and conditions here. And FAQs, what is the audio transcription? How is it done? What is the payment rate? Why is the pay rate lower than minimum wage? What does audio hour mean? What is the TAT? I mean, tons and tons of questions broken down into categories: miscellaneous, the transcript test, the application, PayPal. So anything you want to know, definitely check out the FAQ on that. And then they have some practice files here. You can click on it and listen to it, select it, and try to transcribe it. It tells you it has a British accent, it's medium difficulty, American accents, Australian accents, low difficulty for this American accent. Let's see, high difficulty British accent. Let's see how that sounds.
Wonder now why you would want to go on. You have everything, you're rich, you're protecting your friends. Okay, go there. I've nothing else to do. No. I could become a gardener, you know. Talking about as we're sitting for gardeners, so that's what I could become a Japanese.
Do you hear that? I mean, who? No, I do not want to spend my time transcribing that, and that's how most of their files sound.
Dramatized and defined the technique of nonviolence, and yet he also said that the only alternative to fear is violence.
Now then, Steve Waugh, legendary captain of Australian cricket. The Aussies have just hammered the English 6-1 in the one days, but of course.
So you're getting a good idea of what it's like to work for them. But that's all of the information that I have for Scribie. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, this is Dollars and Cents Online. My name is Ashley, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, let's try something different.